I don't think you guys understand when I talk about the power of belief, when I talk about the power of your fucking mind and the capabilities that you have. I've been demonetized already. You know it's going to be a passionate one when I swear in the first 5 seconds. The power of your mind is so profound that you can literally be surrounded by negativity and still walk out unscathed. Still walk out smiling with positivity. You have complete control over your own emotions. I hope you realise that. Excuse me. Been partying crazy recently. Been going wild, mate. I don't have a voice. That's the only problem with being a YouTuber and being, I guess, a speaker for a living. If I lose my voice, it's game over. I'm going to have to be fucking sign language, boys. But let me get straight into this, right? Let's say, for example, your dog's died. Your girlfriend's just cheated on you. Your girlfriend's broke up with you. Your mum's died. Something horrible has happened to you. Something negative has happened. It could be something as simple as, oh, I got laughed at in the gym. I approached a girl and I got laughed at. It doesn't matter what it is. It is a negative situation. Okay? Now, the thing is, I want to break this down very concisely. It's quite a clear cut and simplistic concept I want to break down for you. But once you understand this, it will hit you. You'll be like, oh shit, that's what it was. That's what I've been missing this whole time. That's why I keep struggling when things happen to me. That's why every time I get a setback, I get absolutely fucked up mentally. This is how you can go through setbacks and go through failures and go through negativity and just come out the other side completely fine. So, let me explain this concept to you. You have a fact that has happened to you. Your girlfriend has cheated on you. That is a fact. Your dog has just died. That is a fact. Okay? Your girlfriend's left you. That's a fact. These are facts. Okay? Now, your opinion revolving around that fact is negative a lot of the time. Because naturally, as human beings, I guess it's a survival mechanism. We just focus on the negatives to kind of learn from it, to steer away from it. You know, do you understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like a survival mechanism. Like, oh, that's negative. I don't want to experience that again. Let's go away from that. But obviously, you naturally just focus on the negative. Now, your girlfriend has broken up with you. That is a fact. But your opinion revolving that situation doesn't have to be negative. You don't have to view it. You don't have to view that fact as a negative, which is what a lot of you guys are doing. Your opinion revolving around the fact that your dog has just died, your girl's just cheated on you, is negative. Well, I'm never going to find anyone like her again. Oh, my dog's died. Oh, how am I going to live without my dog? What am I going to do about it? Your opinion is negative, which means naturally you're then thinking negative on a day-to-day basis, which means you're then acting negative. And then people perceive you negative, which means the world just gives you negativity in response. Do you understand what I'm saying? It sounds very spiritual and wishy-washy, but it's absolutely how it works. If you try walking around with a face on you, you try thinking negatively, just do it. Just try thinking negative. I have to literally put myself in a negative mindset if I wanted to. That is how positive I've made myself now. I have to actually make an effort to think negative. A lot of you guys just do it defaultly. That is your autopilot way of thinking, is a negative mindset. So with this understanding, okay, the fact has happened. My girlfriend's just broken up with me. I don't have to see this fact as a negative. I can actually flip the script in my brain and see it as a positive, therefore coming out even stronger. My girlfriend's broken up with me, okay, I can learn from it. Number one, the first positive I can take from it is, okay, it's a new experience, which means I'm growing, which means I'm becoming more mentally resilient, more mentally capable of dealing with things. Great, that's a positive, I'm becoming stronger. Number two, how can I learn from it? My girlfriend's left me. What did she leave me for? What was the reason that she gave? What can I learn from this? You know, can I use this to work on my weaknesses that I was neglecting? Can I use this fact, this situation, to ramp things up to make sure I'm not complacent, to make sure I'm constantly working, getting shit done, becoming a better man? Can I use the emotion that I feel, the sadness that I feel, the anger that I feel around this situation? Can I use that as fuel to make myself a better man in the gym? What positives can you take from this situation? Reframe the way that you see this fact, reframe the opinion that you have on this fact, and turn it into a positive. That is how you come out of these situations unscathed. Your dog's just died. Well, you know what? I'm grateful for the time that we had together. I'm grateful for the memories that we had together. I'm grateful for the fact that my dog got me into fitness. Then I started running when I had my dog. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that this has actually happened, because now it's making me more aware of being present in the moment and appreciating the things that I've got while I've got them. Great, that's another positive. You're reframing the way, rather than, oh, it's the worst thing in the world, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get over this, I feel really sad, life's shit, why does this have to happen to me, making yourself a victim. Flipping it into a growth mindset is exactly how you become a better man because of these situations. So regardless of the problem that you are going through right now, number one, be grateful for it. Find ways that you can literally be grateful for this situation, okay? And number two, don't assume that just because it feels bad, that the situation is negative. Just because you feel sad, Emotions aren't positive or negative, they're just emotions. Sadness isn't a negative emotion, but your opinion revolving around the sadness is negative. I feel sad because of this, which means I'm a victim, which means constant negativity. I feel sad. That doesn't have to be negative. That doesn't have to be a bad emotion. That doesn't have to be a negative emotion. Your opinion revolving around that emotion can be positive. I feel sad because this situation is teaching me a lesson. That sadness is needed to make sure that I remember what I'm learning here. It solidifies it in my brain, because every time I think back to that situation, I have an emotion attached to it, which means I will remember it. There we go. Sadness is positive now. Do you understand how easy it is to flip your script in your brain, and to flip the way that you see the situation? So now you're taking it from this negative, soul-crushing experience to something that you're actually growing from, something that you actually are grateful for, something that you look back with a positive mindset on. Do you understand what I'm saying? So reframe the way that you see these situations and take the positives from them. That health condition that you've got right now, that disease that you've just got, reframe the way you see it. Those exams that are coming up, the stress that you feel around the exam, reframe the way that you see it. It's a positive, it's fuel. Use it to your advantage. Your dog's just died. Reframe the way you see it. Okay? Very important to understand this. And a lot of you guys go through stages. I was speaking to a client in a coaching call recently, right? And he says that he goes through stages of, what's the word that he used? There's a certain word that he used. I guess it wasn't consistent, basically. It was like the opposite of consistent. Sketchy, what was the fucking word he went? Streaky. Streaky was the word that he used, right? He said, I go through streaks. So I'm really, really good at meditating for so long, and then I'll go down again. Then I'll go back up again. I go through streaks. That's the word he used, streaky. I do apologise for the little intermission there. It's the power of the unfiltered freestyle. And he goes through streaks. And the reason why a lot of you guys go through streaks on fucking NoFap, on meditation, or in the gym, whatever it is, you can't stay consistent on things, is because you're not committing to it, number one. But number two, when you do hit a roadblock, when you do hit an obstacle, you're then phrasing it as a negative. So you go into the gym, great, you're on a streak, you're going for the gym for whatever long, a whole month without stopping. Wow, well, really well done. Then you get an injury. You get injured and you can't go to the gym for a little bit. You're now viewing this injury as a negative, which puts you in a negative mindset, which again attracts more negativity towards you, which gets you on a negative momentumal flow. Right? Momentumal? Is that even a fucking word? Gets you in a negative momentum. You start going down consistently. You start going on a negative streak rather than a positive streak. Now, I'll make a video in-depthly about how to maintain momentum and how, the laws of the universe work, basically. How you can attract consistent positive energy to stay on that flow, which is what I've done with my YouTube. The way that you do this is by simply reframing your brain, reframing the way you see the situation. So, bam, you hit a roadblock, you get injured. If you then start thinking negatively about this fact, which has happened, I'm injured. That is a fact. My opinion, if that is negative, I'm going to then start going down. Start attracting more negativity. Start focusing on more negative things. Then guess what? More negativity is going to happen to me. I'm going to get in this flow of just badness, this flow of unlucky victimhood. To break that and to maintain that streak, I guess you would call it, to keep going, to stay consistent, you've got to reframe the way you see it, and you've got to maintain that positive mindset. So you keep attracting positivity. You keep focusing on goodness. Okay? You do that by reframing the way you see it. Oh, I've got injured in the gym. Does it have to be a negative? Okay, you know what? I'm grateful for this injury because now it's giving me a new way of seeing things. How did I get injured? What can I learn from this? All right, nice. Now I'm going to train differently when I get back in the gym again. I've learned something more about training. I've learned something more about my body. Now it's giving me the time to rest and learn from new books that I didn't read before because I didn't have the time. Now I've got time to read some new books and learn more. Now I've got time to educate myself on diet, focus on new ways of living. It opens up new avenues, new different doors of opportunities for you that you wouldn't have had if you didn't get injured. Great, now it's positive. Now you wake up every single day grateful for the fact that you can't walk anymore. Do you understand what I'm saying? So reframing the way you see the world in general, absolutely powerful. And I know I bang on about this a lot, but some of you guys are just not solidifying it in your brain. You have the ability right now to turn on that positive emotional flow. Even if you are surrounded by negativity, you can feel positive emotions. You can feel happy. You can, and again, emotions are not positive or negative. They're just simply an emotion. But I guess in layman's terms, we refer to happiness as being positive, and sadness as being bad, being negative. So I guess I'll talk to you in that kind of way because it's kind of what we understand, right, in a very simplistic way. But you have the ability to turn that on. Even if right now I'm surrounded by negativity, let's say I've got a health condition, my dog's just died, my girlfriend's cheated on me, all in quick succession. This has all just happened at once, right? Surrounded by negativity. I can still walk through the world smiling. I can still walk through the world feeling positive, feeling optimistic, feeling hopeful. I have the ability to do that with visualization, with my imagination. Your nervous system, your body does not know the difference between imagination and reality. It can't tell the difference. Therefore, you have the ability to make your nervous system respond to the world in a positive way, even if you are surrounded in reality by negativity. And again, negativity in quotations, it all depends on how you see it. I will teach you how to do that visualization technique in the coaching below, in the description. Come and talk to me on a one-to-one level, and we can just solve any of the problems you're going through, not even just the visualization. We can talk through anything. Sexual transmutation, mastering your porn addiction, whatever it is that you are struggling with right now in your life, I've been there and fucking done it. And you need a brother by your side to help you get through this shit. So come and learn from me in the description below. Take care, look after yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bam.